welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be telling you guys the 5 oils that save my hair. So these are going to be oils that I used when I was transitioning, when my hair was damaged, and just oils that I noticed made a huge impact. These oils help me. They're definitely going to help you, especially if you are new on your hair journey, or if you are on your hair journey and you kind of like fell off, or you know, your hair is now completely damaged or different. Maybe you got hair color. There's many things that can set you back on your hair journey where you have to like pretty much start all over again. So this video will be good for all stages of, you know, your hair journey. Before we get into the video, I want to quickly say thank you guys so much for your support, because honestly it has been really amazing to get like so much support from you guys. It honestly means so much to me. You guys don't know how much. You're just like a huge blessing. So thank you guys so much. And I hopefully my videos actually give you guys like, you know, give back to you guys, because a lot of you guys say that my videos help you. I just love the way that the energy has been on my channel lately. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. Okay, so when it comes to oils, there's like a lot of different ways that you can do oils. There are oil mixes, there are pure oils, there's different ways that you can do it. So, or you can just simply use products that have a lot of oils in them. We cannot negate the fact that oils are so important to the hair. That's why so many products are filled up with oils. Those type of things are really good for your hair because they're high in like omega fatty acids, they're high in antioxidants, they're high in vitamins, benefits that will help your hair and your scalp. So when I was transitioning, my hair was actually lacking all of those things that I just mentioned to you guys. I always talk about my hair growth oil on my channel, but today I want to show you guys just like pure oils that I found have really helped my hair. Now, the reason why oil mixes are sometimes like the popular, you know, way to go is because oils, if you are just buying like single pure oils, they can be very expensive, especially if you're getting high quality oils. So a lot of my oils I get from Whole Foods and health food markets, and sometimes I go to like small businesses that I know are like making the oils. So that's how I choose my oils, and I'm really particular about the ones that I'm using. The ones I'm going to be recommending to you guys today, I do change up the brands that I use, but for the most part I try to stick to like the same brands. And like I said, I'm very particular about the oils, and I am especially particular about oil mixes because that whole industry can get very fake and people can really mislead you. So when it comes to oil mixes, I don't even barely buy those unless I know that it comes from me. But we're gonna focus on the pure oil. So the first oil that I want to start with that 100% saved my hair, helped me a lot on my hair journey, and it's an oil that can be used for all hair types, and that is olive oil. Olive oil is like one of my favorite oils because this oil is super thick. There's a lot of essential vitamins in olive oil, and olives in general are like really good for the body. My hair in particular, when I would use olive oil, I would not use it as like a sealing oil. I will only use this as a moisturizing oil. And so what I mean by that is I would add it to like DIYs like hair masks, or if I'm going to be doing like a treatment, I would add olive oil. But just to use pure olive oil on my hair, it can sometimes weigh it down. So for me, it has to be either used for a treatment or combined with other oils. So if you have thicker hair, olive oil just by itself, you could definitely use it. I have used it on my daughter's hair, which she has type 4 hair. Her hair is a lot more thicker than mine, and olive oil works perfectly for her hair. It doesn't make it weigh down. Olive oil is 100% going to help you on your hair journey. Your hair is overall going to feel a lot more manageable because it does help to soften the hair. And also olive oil is known to have a lot of vitamins. But I also want to point out that be careful when you're getting olive oil because it's such a universal oil and a lot of people are after olive oil. There are some companies that try to go the back end way and like water it down, or they don't use like great techniques to actually make the oil. So the type of oil that I typically go for is oil that is labeled cold press because that means that they took a bit more time to get the oil out of the olive. So those are the oils that I typically go for. I'll talk more in a different video about how I pick out my oils. If you guys want to see a video of me like going to the store and showing different types of oils and how I pick them out, then like this video and I would definitely do that for you. As a certified holistic health coach, I have gone to school and learned so much about like how things are made, to where it's really important for me to like know, okay, what is this company about? What are they doing? I mean, you can't know every single little thing, but you can at least try and look at labels, look at the back of labels and see like what are these labels saying. Also, a good technique is to smell the olive oil and see if there's like a really deep smell or if it's like barely even a smell there. That typically means that it's not the best. It's supposed to be dark, have a deep smell. That's the way olives smell, so that's the way olive oil should smell. So I have this brand here. This is actually a new brand that I'm trying out. I found this at Whole Foods, but the brand that I absolutely love and recommend is this one. I'll put it here. Is the Bragg's olive oil. This is a really thick olive oil. It's way more expensive than olive oils that you typically see at the store, but they are the real deal. This company is absolutely amazing. I use them a lot, and when I see their name on a label, I know that I can trust this company. So this is the one that I'm highly recommending to you guys, this brand here. All right, so the next oil that absolutely saved my hair, I used to use this oil so much, and that is jojoba oil. Jojoba oil is one of those oils that are super light. It's one of those oils that you use to seal in your moisture. I used to use pure jojoba oil all the time because it's very light and it's the closest oil to our natural oil that we already produce in our hair. So it doesn't weigh your hair down. You barely get a reaction to it, but it's also helping you. So I always get with jojoba oil, organic jojoba oil. So this says 100% pure moisturizing oil, but with oils, they don't necessarily moisturize your hair, but they do help to hold in the moisture. Once you put like moisture on your hair, you put an oil over it, it really does keep everything in. So jojoba oil is one of the oils that I would use as like a sealing oil, like I mentioned. And also I would use this on my scalp a lot. And I noticed a big difference in my hair when using this oil. My curls started to pop more, and I had a lot more luster to my hair. It wasn't like, my hair wasn't like super dull or anything like that. And also I noticed that my scalp was a lot less drier, if that makes sense, when I was putting like jojoba oil on my scalp. This one is a really good one, and it doesn't have a really thick smell, so it's a more of a background oil that's just giving your hair a lot of benefits. Jojoba oil does include nutritional compounds, so like fatty acids and fatty alcohols that are naturally within the oil. So you see this a lot in hair products, this oil, because it's like a powerhouse when it comes to hair. So yes guys, so these next oils, you're probably gonna be like, oh, I didn't think about those, but these have been with me on my hair journey and they are so overlooked, so I had to put them in this video. So the first oil that I'm gonna mention is vitamin E oil. So vitamin E oil, oh my gosh, this is one of the most healing oils that I have ever come across. It literally works for just about anything. So it's not only good for the hair, it's also good for your scalp, healing things. So like if you have eczema in your scalp, of course I'm not a doctor. I'm not claiming that these oils are gonna absolutely heal you, but potentially they will. And I absolutely love vitamin E oil because with vitamin E oil, it's a really thick, you know, oil. So when it comes out, it's super thick, but it doesn't weigh your hair down. That isn't one that you will like put all over your hair. It's more of like targeted. So I would put it on my scalp, put it on my ends sometimes, and also I would mix it into like my DIYs that I would have. So vitamin E oil, like I said, very overlooked, but this oil is absolutely amazing for the hair. So when it comes to vitamin E oil, one thing that I want to tell you guys is that the vitamin E oil can be clear or brown, but I will say that the brown vitamin E oil is actually the more pure one. So when you get your vitamin E oil, make sure you look for, you know, brown vitamin E oil. But if you can't find brown and you have to get the clear, that one's still good. It still works. I've used both of them. I have noticed that the brown one works a little bit better. I feel like, I don't know if it's all in my head, but I feel like that one is really like the real deal. The thicker brown vitamin E oil, you have to kind of search for those. This next oil that I'm going to mention is going to be rosemary oil. So this is rosemary essential oil, and when I tell you that rosemary essential oil is like, it's so amazing. So on my channel, you guys have seen me do like herbal mixes and rinses and things like that for my hair, and I have done rosemary quite a few times on my channel because rosemary is like a really powerful herb and it's just amazing for hair. I typically use that in like my mixes, and I don't put it like directly, like the essential oil directly on my hair. So I do mix the essential oil rosemary with another oil. You will 100% see a difference in your hair when using rosemary herb, and it also does help with hair growth. That is one that I have been using for a very long time. Probably one of the first essential oils that I tried on my hair besides peppermint oil, which peppermint oil definitely should be in this video because that is definitely one of the oils that saved my hair as well. So both of those oils, peppermint and rosemary, I would just add to mixes. Okay, so this next oil that I'm gonna mention, I have put this on my channel so many times, and that is Jamaican black castor oil. So Jamaican black castor oil is another one of those oils that can be easily like made in a bad way. I've seen a lot of Jamaican black castor oils that are super watered down. They don't have a deep color. It's very like, you can just tell that it's overly processed. The brand that I recommend to you guys is Rooted Treasure because their Jamaican black castor oil is super pure, and also look at the color. Let me just show you here. Okay, the color, hopefully that's showing there. Hopefully that's showing. The color is really deep. I'll have to put this in my hair. It's really deep, but it does not smell good. The Jamaican black castor oil doesn't smell good at all. Like my hair now stinks. So when it comes to Jamaican black castor oil, that is another oil that I only typically like mix with other DIYs. So I don't even put those in oil mixes because it just smells way too thick and it'll take over everything. So when you have Jamaican black castor oil, it should be a kind of thick consistency. It should be dark, and honestly, just get it from this company. So I'll have all these oils down in the description box. They don't dilute their oil, which I think is like really good. So this is actually made from 100% castor beans only. There's nothing else in the oil, and so I just like that this company does that. And so on here it actually says our product is the purest form of black castor oil, which in turn offers the highest benefits to consumers. Our organic Jamaican black castor oil is handcrafted in Jamaica from sustainably harvested castor beans using the traditional methods of our ancestors. And I noticed that when I use the organic Jamaican black castor oil and like my DIYs work a lot better, and also my hair does turn out a lot more shinier. But just make sure that you don't try to like put it on your hair just plain, because you're not gonna like it. You're gonna smell like you just came out of an ashtray. So the last oil that I'm going to mention, some of you may be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she put this oil in this video, but that is going to be coconut oil. So these are the oils that save my hair, okay? So back when I was transitioning, I used a lot of coconut oil. I know that some people say that coconut oil doesn't work for them. They have so many issues with coconut oil, but I honestly think that's because coconut oil is very popular. And so there are some brands that say like, this is coconut oil, blah, 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 and they're not really using the real coconut. So there are different, you know, brands that don't do right, and they label their products, you know, a certain way. So I think that's more of the issue, and I think that's why coconut oil has such a bad rep. And also, you gotta know how to use coconut oil. So in my case, I use coconut oil only as a moisturizing oil, and I only add it to my DIYs. Or if I'm pre-pooing, I may use coconut oil as a pre-poo, but ultimately I'm gonna be washing that out. I do not use coconut oil to seal in my curls. That's the way I've always used it. So for me, like I said, it has worked. It's not an oil that I buy a lot, but also I use it, you know, when I get it, I use it. It works good on my hair, as long as I'm not trying to make the oil something that it's not. It's not a sealing oil. Coconut oil is not going to help with sealing your hair. It's more of a oil that's gonna help with like the maintenance of your hair, softening the hair, keeping your hair a little bit more maintainable. So if this oil does not work for you and you have tried it that way and it still doesn't work, then maybe your hair just doesn't react well to coconut oil, which is completely fine. So those are the oils that saved my hair. And I feel like that I'm leaving an oil out, but if I remember, I'll probably put it in the description box. But these are the oils that I mainly focused on when I was transitioning, and the ones that I use. And you guys can actually see that I've used these. The cool thing about it is you can see that I use these oils all throughout my channel. And so you can like see the progression of my hair as you go back to like older videos. So if you guys want to see those older videos or videos where I've previously talked about these oils, then make sure you click this playlist right here where I'll have all of the videos that I pretty much put on YouTube when it comes to these type of topics. Again, thank you guys so much for clicking on another one of my videos, and make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know what oils have saved your hair, and list them down below for those of you who have used oils and had great results from them. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.